And if you play any kind of band instruments like that, saxophone, clarinet, flute, trumpet, trombone, um, alto sax, tenor sax, bass sax, anything like that, you're going to need to know how to read sheet music. Either bass clef or treble clef, you're going to know how to read either one of them. And the good thing about that is you can then apply it to the piano. So it's one less clef you have to learn. It's one less thing you have to learn when going to the piano. For those of you who don't know, if you've ever seen piano sheet music, you'll see a treble clef, which kind of looks like a G up at the top. Then you have that bracket that connects the two measures or the two bar lines. And then you have the bass clef underneath. It's got like the F shape and then the two dots. For the piano, you have to read both because in general, your right hand plays in the higher register, which is the treble clef, and then your left hand plays in the lower register of the piano, which is the bass clef. And we have two different clefs for a reason, but basically, if you, in short, as far as the difference is, treble clef, the notes are in a different spot versus bass clef. So you think about the top line in treble clef is an F, top line in the bass clef is an A, right? So things like that is a little bit different depending on which clef you're reading, depends on where the notes are in that clef and in that sheet music in itself. So that's point number one. If you already know how to read one of them, say you know how to read bass clef, that's great. You can translate that. If you know how to read treble clef, that's great too, because you can also translate that to the piano. So it's one less thing you need to know how to learn if you already know one of the two.